All right, so the male refractory period is actually what sets men and women apart from each other. Now, women can have an explosion, and then minutes and seconds later, they can have another one, and then they can have another one, and another one. Sure, sometimes it's fake, but oftentimes it's not. Now, men, on the other hand, can have multiple orgasms, but they can't have multiple explosions. Just to clarify, in both men and women, orgasm and ejaculation are really two different things. Orgasm can exist without an explosion, and an explosion can happen without an orgasm. The orgasm is the pleasure piece, and the explosion is the reflex part of it. Now, men have been designed to empty once. Kind of compare it to a carton of milk. Once you have poured all the milk into your morning cereal and made it all the way to the bottom of the milk carton, it's empty and it's over. And now you've got to actually go buy some more milk before you can actually enjoy another bowl of cereal. In this video, I will explain how the process of this explosion occurs in men and exactly how and why the male refractory period actually exists. And then I'll give you 4 clinically proven strategies to decrease that refractory period so that you can last longer and be ready for rounds 2, 3, and 4 without waiting a whole day for it. So most men are likely to lose their erection after they ejaculate. That's normal. The period that comes after this is called latency, and this varies from man to man. Now, this latency periods are shorter in younger men and in healthier men. And you can't get any younger, but you can get healthier, and you can actually reverse the aging within your blood vessels. Lower your blood pressure, lower your blood sugar, and have similar results so that your time from explosion to actually getting hard again actually can happen quicker. The more nutrient-rich blood that you can get back to your erectile tissue after that explosion, the quicker you can go again. So the first way that you can begin to get ready for round 2 and round 3 quicker is to improve the elasticity and the health of your blood vessels. Improve blood vessel health by cutting out the processed food and increasing the nitrate-rich leafy greens and nature's food within your diet. Now, if that doesn't work, try a nitrate-rich supplement. Nitrates help your body make more nitric oxide. You'll find links to my preferred brand below. Now, after you explode, your body and your brain experiences a decrease in sexual responsiveness. That means that your same partner, if they go back and you guys do the exact same thing that you did before, when you exploded, your stiffness will remain asleep. This is what scientists have termed the Coolidge effect. Now, the Coolidge effect is defined as a reduction in that sexual refractory period, so reducing the time it takes to get turned on again, and an increase in responsiveness coming from the arrival of a brand new mating partner. So the second thing that you can actually do to decrease your refractory period and go again fairly quickly is to bring in the kink and the fun. Become ultra turned on. Now, see, in animal species, the only way to really do this is to actually introduce the male to a completely different partner. In a chicken coop, when the male is expected to have sex with all the hens, they rotate the hens so that he can keep going. Typically, we're less carnal than that and can find the ability to get super turned on in another way other than just bringing in a new sex partner. See, what happens when you explode is that the brain becomes flooded with dopamine and the reward pathways, and it feels so intensely pleasurable that even on a functional MRI scan, it looks like a heroin rush to the brain, producing feelings of ecstasy. But as soon as that explosion hits, dopamine levels drop below baseline, similar to what happens during withdrawal from drugs. Low dopamine causes you to get drowsy. It causes you to get sleepy. You lose interest in your partner. You lose interest in really anything, doing anything other than just sleeping, and you really just disconnect. It is what makes it impossible to get stiff quickly after you've gone. So in order to stiffen up, the dopamine has to go up again. So bringing in the super excitement or the kink or the new partner will actually get dopamine levels up so that you can get back in the game quicker, right? So this is the third thing that you can do to shorten the amount of time until you can get stiff again. Now, this is actually my least favorite mention. You can click on one of those oh so tastefully done tempting video ads that you see to meet with an online doctor for 5 minutes so that they can sell you a prescription to get a chewable or a swallowable or generic Cialis or Viagra. Because sure, 2 very small studies, one done in 2001, looked at 9 men who did not have ED but were taking Viagra anyway, and found that a potential side effect for half of the men taking it is that they reported having a shortened refractory period. And in 2005, they did a study on guys who had premature ejaculation, meaning they finished before they were ready to. And they found that these pills actually improved their refractory period by about 3 minutes. Now, I will say this. In a placebo-controlled study, they studied 60 men, and they actually didn't find any changes in the refractory period. It stayed about the same. But articles all over the internet will tell you that the best option to reduce this refractory period so that you can go again and again is generic Cialis and Viagra. Chew it, swallow it, put it in honey, and sell it to you. But please note that all of the potential side effects associated with taking this seemingly easy road of chewing and popping pills. These side effects include headache, dizziness caused by hypotension, flushing, blurred vision, upset stomach, reflux, GERD, nasal congestion, rhinitis, runny nose, muscle aches, nausea, and back pain, because the muscles can actually ache. Now, some of the lesser known side effects, get this: hearing loss, priapism, an erection that won't quit, melanoma, a lethal form of skin cancer, and non-arteritic anterior ischemic optic neuropathy, which is basically a painless form of vision loss. And then, of course, prostate cancer as a potential side effect. Now, the last and best thing that you can actually do to increase your refractory period is to really completely empty your bladder before you have sex. And instead of exploding and emptying everything, you simply train yourself on how to enjoy and stay in the moment, right? And then you're going to savor it, and you're going to save it until maybe even tomorrow. And that way you can go up and down. Your guy can get stiff and then weak and then stiff and then weak, all throughout the course of a whole entire day, 2 days, 3 days, without having to worry about your refractory period. And so this, in fact, is the best way to reduce your refractory period and the best way not to disappoint. Okay, so to break it down even further, ejaculation is actually a reflex, and it consists of 2 coordinated phases: the emission and the expulsion. In the emission phase, it actually consists of secretions from the vas deferens, the seminal vesicle, the prostate, and the Cowper's glands. Then there is a shutdown of the bladder neck so that urine and semen aren't mixed. Some of you are always wondering, how come urine and semen don't come out at the same time? After that, it's followed by a mixture of seminal vessel fluid, prostatic fluid, fluid from the vas deferens, and also from the Cowper's gland. These secretions then move into the prostatic urethra. Once those contents reach the posterior aspect of the urethra, if you don't hold it back, it's followed by an expulsion phase. This is where semen is pushed out as the consequences of kind of this rhythmic contraction of muscles of the pelvic floor, the prostate, the ischiocavernosum, and the bowl sponginosum. Wow! And all the other perineal muscles. So this is a really synchronized event. Now, the spinal column at the level of L3 to L4, this is the lumbar segment, is actually responsible for that ejaculation. So, that's really a lot. And that is the reason why men can't keep exploding back to back to back to back in a rhythmic fashion, because of all the above things that go into it. They have to reset themselves. And this, in fact, is called the refractory period. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you can stay abreast of all these types of tips, and share this with a friend that you know needs it. You can even drop a hint by sending it over. All right? I'll see you later.